Hey everybody. Let me fix a few things. My name is Eric. I'm making a game. That game is called The Godkiller. The Godkiller. The Godkiller. It's wonderful. It's a great game. You gotta try it. Not too many people can try it right now, though, because it's still under development. You could say I'm in super early alpha. We've got maybe 40% of the levels in the game completed, maybe 80% of the engine done. I recently added a new feature, which I'm going to demo in a bit. I've been trying not to add new features. Been trying pretty hard not to. Because I don't want to keep adding changes to the game engine when I want that to be kind of a done thing, and then I'll just add more levels and content and stuff to finish off the game. But in this case, I think I made an okay decision. So let me explain that decision a tiny bit, and then I'll move right on to demo. Just give me maybe just a minute to explain it. Just a minute. Time me. Alright. So the problem I have right now in the game is that there's not enough variety in the types of creatures or enemies that you have to deal with. And I do have two creatures I haven't put yet into the level sequence, spikers and heavies. However, story-wise, I cannot put them in at this point in the game. And I'm actually already kind of divvying up the overall game, the overall story over multiple sequels, which sounds ambitious, but I'm an ambitious guy. I do have a track record of having a franchise with multiple releases too. So it's not so grandiose for me to say that I'm going to make a game that gets released with multiple releases and sequels. So in the first sequel, M needs to get to this place where there's a little society, and she tries to fit in with it. And she's not able to fight until later in the game. I can't really introduce these two guys that are already done. The beard is a good enemy to use, kind of a standard basic enemy. But I've got all these levels going by, and I need more variety in the enemies, and I can't bring in these two that I already covered. So I created a new one, which I'm going to demo right now, called a Checker. Might change that name. I got to mold over a bit. I picture it as a kind of a stupid creature, like a beast, you know. All right. So right now I'm using the Beard's character model. This is not a beard though, this is a Checker. I will need to get some other character model. I've been trying to contact and contract Isaac Ativas, who made the original models. Actually all the character models in the game right now were made by him. He did a fine job. I'm trying to contact him. I'm hoping he's just on vacation or something. Something not like sick with COVID. I hope he's okay. Usually when people don't contact you, it just means they're busy. But it's been a few weeks. I've sent a few things to him. I'll send another note. So the way that this creature works, he starts out, the Checker does, and he finds the nearest block pad, runs to it, and then he just gets set up opposite of you, wherever you're at, and as soon as you pass over a path where the block could hit you, he pushes it. But there's also this thing I add in where he'll commit to pushing, and then you have one extra turn to get out of the way. So you can get him to push the block past you. Tonight, I'm going to make a level that features the first occurrence of the chucker. And I think it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Boy, what a wearisome day with the day job. Just 8 hours of going through the backlog of corporate training that I haven't completed up until today. And I did get through it all, but it was like 8 hours of sexual harassment training and data classification training and workplace safety and just mind-numbing. No end to it. And you get bored, and then when you get bored, you start failing to pass their little quizzes, and you got to redo it again. I'm so happy we're done with that and just able to work on my game, which is like my second job. Not the one that pays the bills, but the one that expresses who I am. Okay, so let's do some level design here. The original idea with this level is I wanted a bunker in the middle with a bunch of dudes holed up in it, and they don't want you to come in. That's their whole thing. Just stay out of our little house. But you do want to come in because you got a goal to go through there to get to the level exit. Okay. So now I've got this new game element, and I'm just figuring out, kind of for the first time, like what kinds of puzzles make sense with it. So I wanted a front door that was pointless to even try getting into. I think that was the first thing. And this might be it right here. Actually, let's undo what I just did. So I no longer need this spike. Let me see how airtight this is. I can take this spike out. And then I need to make sure you can't get over here. I think that is true. So this is even with this platform. It could be fun to show. I think like I can either show exactly what they're doing, or I can make it kind of a mystery. I feel like there needs to be one level before this where you don't even get to see how the checkers work. I think that's going to be even more fun. Let's do a save as and project scene. I'll call this one broadsides. All right. So that first idea I was talking about, I think, is more fun if I create something in advance of it where all you can see are holes that the blocks come out of, and you don't really have any hope of seeing the checkers inside. Then later on, next level, you get to see the checkers. So it'd be a mystery. Okay, so for this to work, I need to have a totally different layout. Let's get rid of all these spikes. I mean, I'll end up making some more spikes, but just for now, let's just get rid of them. Oh, let's just get rid of everything. Okay. Everything except I'll leave the egg. Okay, let's make M go east on this one, just for some variety. Let's get her going east. Alright, so how about this? The concept of this level is it'll be just a path for you to traverse that winds around a number of structures. Inside those structures there's going to be chuckers, but you'll never get a chance to see them. Never. I think I'd like to make it so that axles are part of it too. Like you can maybe manipulate axles to keep you from getting knocked. Alright, let me play with it a little bit, because I might have like bad ideas here that don't actually work that well. I think I'll be able to make it work. I think it'll be fine, but maybe I'm wrong. So I'll start with ball. I want to make it so that it is pretty hard to see those chuckers. I think if I just give it a little more room around, that'll help with that. Okay. So block pad, put it right there. I'm going to start a new convention. I mean, I don't have to follow it religiously, but using numbers to kind of clue the player in, there's nothing that will be spelled with them, but they are unique. So when you destroy a 1 block, it'll always go back to the 1 block pad. So then let's get let's see, walls. I am kind of curious, like, if it was not quite this large, if you'd still be able to see the checker inside. Alright, let's go ahead and, I mean, right now I do actually want to see the checker because it's a new element. I'm not sure if it's going to work real great or anything. Let's drop you down there. Okay, so then I'll need some spikes, and I'll put just some minimal spikes for the moment. Okay, so there's one there. I mean, they're kind of weird. I haven't placed them in a good spot yet, but I'm still trying not to commit too much to the overall level design. Still testing out a few things, so let's just see how well this works. Better name for this level might be the Gauntlet. Okay, let's see what this is like. Are you okay? You are going good. All right. That's weird. It's not letting me restart with the egg. What's wrong with the egg? Why would I not be restarting at the egg? so that's his simple beeline. Assertion's coming inside of the update here. I don't know. Okay, question 1. Can I get inside of that? Some kind of exception. So I'm guessing that I sent a command to move, and it wasn't a good command, or it wasn't. It probably has to do with going across the spikes, dying, and then also doing some other death stuff afterwards. Anyways, let me test that theory. Let's go ahead and throw a floor on the ground. I do want to use this session for level design, so I'm just going to try to reproduce enough I can get an idea of what's going on and then keep going. All right, the other thing I want to do is not make massive spikes underneath. I just don't feel like doing that right now. Let's do more like strategically placed spikes for the moment. But we'll need some exterior walls. Trying to make the shape not boring. I could just flat rectangular enclosure, but that would be maybe a little sad. So let's have it be something kind of okay to look at. And yeah, I suspect I can make these smaller. Oh, first off, before I do that, let me test my theory, which is if I move this down to the ground, I won't have that same issue. Having what am I looking at moments here. There we go. Okay, that looks placed right. This guy, let's do a similar thing. Okay, save that. Play that. That's it. So let me just record the case so I can come back to it later. I gotta put 2 sets of spikes down there. Let's see how this guy does. Okay, my placement's off. Okay, let me see if I can make his station smaller. Actually, let me try to get in there one more time. That was the other thing I was trying to test out. Can I actually get inside there if I'm fast? I cannot. Make a smaller station. I want to see what the minimal station is where you can't see him. I'm hoping it's this one here. I suspect too that he'll always be backed away from you, so you can't see inside very well. Like if he was coming over on this side and you were close to that side, you'd be able to see him, I think. But if he's going to be on the opposite side of you, I think he won't be visible. I will check it. I'll definitely check it. And let's add a wall over the top of the whole thing. It should duck down. I think there's a height issue there, a height map issue. It'll probably fix. It'll probably get fixed. It's nice to be able to see the debris down below. It gives you some indication of what's going on. Okay. I wonder even if I can make this a little more tighter or aesthetic. It is a little bit drab to just have a box thing. Let me see what I can do that might be a little better. That's a little less boring. Alright, I could throw some light in there too if I wanted to kind of make it glow. Alright. So let's figure out some kind of puzzles. I know one thing that would, I think, be fun. I'm picturing a thing where there's a whole bunch of blocks that come out and they just spell go away. And that would put a little intent behind it. Alright, but that's not actually a puzzle. What's a proper puzzle? Okay, how about this? Create another set of stations up here. Let's make this narrow so I don't have to make so many of them. Let's say it'll be... Oh, what's that? Okay. Okay. Create one station over here. Oh, that's the problem with doing those kinds of drags. Okay, so that particular angle needs to not go through. Okay. this one I'll make unidirectional, and that means that he's not going to need to be able to walk all the way around the different ways. He can just launch in one direction. He'll be good. I think the minimum size has to be one more. Maybe not. Maybe not. I could just put the block pad right there, maybe. Come on. This one will be 2. I don't know. All right, let's pull it out just one more. I hate it when I come down here, I click on a prefab and I drag it, and then Unity says, no, you're not doing it. Okay, let me try it again. Well, now it's going to be work. Okay, cool. All right, I gotta stop ranting. Ranting doesn't help. Okay, so that's number 2. It might be worth creating custom geometry for this, like some kind of thing that looks like a cannon cylinder. It might be worth it. Okay, so let's see, let's do some spikes. That should be pretty tough to get past. Well, not more than, I mean, it'll be impossible unless there's something that you put in the way of it. Okay. So I could put a tower thing over here. With an axle on top. let's have a go. Which way? North might be good. You can walk around it this way, kick it around. So it's facing this way. You can walk up to here. Probably one more this way. All right, I'll try that. See if that works. It always takes one extra. Takes one extra cycle for the height map to pick it up. I don't know why. Go ahead and pre-process it again. There we go. Oh, canceling after an error. Well, that would be a reason. I gotta slow. A lot of slowness in the startup. I don't know why. Oh, maybe I do know why. All right. That's good. I can't see anything in there. It probably wouldn't be horrible if I could see the block. You need a way to get back. It's not bad. There you can see the block. And I could make like a side passage that goes off east here, and you can't go down that way until you've maneuvered something else to make it work. I think I could also arrange things so that it's sort of either or. Like you can use that axle to go one route or the other, but not both. That might be worthwhile. I do like that you can walk past this and then something happens, but it doesn't fuck you up right away. You can play with it a little bit. Okay, so if I brought this down a bit, so yeah. If it's going this direction, 1, 2, 3. I think that means I could move the floor out here, have a different way that you could go. Okay, so it could be a bit of a red herring here, in that you might first move this guy to block that. You walk up to here and you still can't get past, because as soon as you move the axle back into position so you can pass, you end up getting hit. Alright, I want to, if I do make a good puzzle here, it shouldn't include blind flings. I don't like blind flings ever. Hold on, I'm gonna go grab myself a diet root beer and be right back. back to work. Oh, just asked my wife, what you want to eat tonight? I'm getting a lot of delivery. I should do some cooking, but I don't know. I'm just tired. Supporting my local economy by getting lots of delivery food. Okay, what can I do with this? I can make it so you can go down this way if you've got this rotated properly. I think I see something cool I can do. Okay, so if you intend to go that way, then you'll have to come back this way. But then this fucker over here is going to mess with you. So, what I can do is roll this out this way. So after you get past, you can hop up back that direction and you can turn this to block him from getting you when you come over here. Okay. Okay, and then you know what else I like? I like putting the exit over here. Because it says, okay, you need to go to the exit. That's where you're going. And you'll get a view of it early on. I'll give you that goal to go towards. And you might try to go this way, but you're going to get turned around and go this direction. I wouldn't mind getting vertical here. Let's say we'll go out a bit and drop some stairs. Okay, so you go up the stairs, then what happens? Anyway, so let me try that puzzle first. These elements are so new to me that I could mess up on them quite a bit, or the AI might be wrong or something, you know. So let's see if I got it right. Oh. So his deal is he's already in place. He's ready to shoot. As soon as you step out there, he's going to kill you. Oh, you can see him. Oh, I think I did mess up on the logic here because, well, a number of things are messed up. One is I can't get back off of that. Two is he's stuck on this side. Okay, apparently it's not a good idea to short him on space because then he gets stuck on one side and he can't go back around. So let's fix that. Boy. This might be a 2-day level. I'm just learning how to even use it. All right, let me push through on this though. Here's my goal: make some kind of puzzle here. Period. That's it. I'm learning. I'm learning how to make puzzles with these things. So right now, this is kind of garbage. I don't like how much space this takes up. Like if I'm gonna go with this whole strategy of making them hidden on the first level, maybe I should go for something simpler. Okay, coming back to this guy. So I'd have to give him like a 5x5 area here, which I can do. It's a little bit annoying. I've got various problems with this whole platform thing. Let me just delete it and start over with that. I think I'm going to go for a slightly different design here with this, all these paths, because I've probably got a lot of changes to make as I go. I'll not put them in monolithically. Okay, also another thing I figured out is having like a path that goes off to the side makes a nice obstacle, because you can't go that way with this guy being here. Let's see, what else? Okay, so if I've got an axle and I put it here, I can't do anything too interesting with it, because I go this way, go that way. It doesn't allow me to walk down that path. For me to be able to get across the path, I think it needs to be on that side. Let me just move this guy over here. off, so I didn't mean to do that. Okay, the trick there is you can't actually get onto this platform straight away. So you can walk past it, then you can come back, get in here, then you can move this back around to there to block that way, then you can walk off that way. Okay, that's kind of fun. That's maybe a decent little bit of logic. Let's try that. Definitely can't walk that way. Oh, this guy is having fun with that block. Okay, cool. Go that way. Okay, you gotta figure out how to get back, which is its own issue. But I could put on the other side an axle you have to set up to catch. Well, let me see what I want on the other side. Stupid. So I want the okay, I got it. Put this here. Have it go south. I think even let's do north spoke too, because that'll let the player put it back if they want. Okay. So they can't initially go across this guy. So then they say knock that guy. They need a way to get onto this platform. Okay, got it. So we take another axle. Put it over here. Yeah, come on, stop it. Put that there. So we're gonna go west with that. And let's do east off over this way. Or we could do also north. And this dude, I'm not going to let him fire at you on that side, so let's throw a wall up over there. I'm feeling like making some kind of structure that's just specifically for these kind of stations. I can wait on that though. Okay, let's see how this plays. Okay. So in order for this to be an okay puzzle, I need this thing not to be available to catch you on that part. Stupid height map. Okay. Let's move this guy over again. Okay. So if you've got that, then you can jump over that way. You can turn that in this direction. Which allows you to move this guy in place. Which allows you to come down here, move this in front, and then you come back up in this direction. So here I'm thinking I could go south, and that would allow me to get the axle in place to come up this way, but I need a return path. So to do that, oh, fucking height map nonsense. Jesus Christ. Let's go. Do it again. No, actually how it was better. 'Cause you can use that. So what I should do is the opposite. I can simplify this too. Get rid of this guy. Don't need it. And this guy, we'll just say west and east starting out instead of north and south. I think this might be a pretty constrained puzzle. It might be a little bit hard to do, but simple. Oh, except for that shit. But honestly, this is how good puzzles are made. A lot of times is just continuing to do all the things that are needed to make your initial idea work. And it implies a design that you didn't originally intend. That seems convoluted, but might actually be pretty good. So if I do that, okay, it's got to be out just a little bit farther. It needs spikes, but it needs 2 spikes. All these things need 2 spikes to cover the case where both you and the blocks have to take a dive. Okay. So then you go this way, go this way, to get a return path. And now if I move it up just a little bit, then it's all right. It's no longer catching me. fucking hype map. There we go. There's a solution. It's not a bad puzzle. Just a little tiny challenge there. Alright, so that was a fair amount to get that little thing working. Let's see what else I want to do on here. I could honestly make that the level exit right there. That wouldn't be bad. Let's do that. Okay, and here's the place where I can make the go away warning. Okay, this guy, I want him to come out in this direction. So let me think. Maybe put this off in the corner. Got to be a little bit long, so I should space it accordingly. Oh, I just thought of something fun. Okay, so I can stagger them out in this direction, and that will let me put the letters close together, but still fire out. Okay, let's go out one more this way. So then we go. So this one is A, W, A. So the thing this can do is close letter bridges elsewhere. So let's take this. I gotta remember not to. Actually, it's fine. Here, I'll just have one come down this way. It'll be for some other navigation. This one, we will come out from the wall a bit. Suppose that you went this way, but this is, I don't think it's possible to walk here and get knocked. Yeah, I think it'll be impossible to do anything except walk past it and have it be spelled. Let's get it at the right height though. Oh, god damn it. Just snap. No. There we go. Okay. Pull this out. One more, I think. Maybe I can get away without doing that. Yeah, these things take up a lot of space. When I'm trying to case them so you can't see what's going on, they take up a lot of space. Don't. Oh, what happened? There we go. Ah, fuck. Are these guys just gonna... They're gonna try to walk over here. I don't know. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Let's see. They might need more room, which would be annoying, but I could handle it. I think at least they'll all try and go in the same direction. So if this guy's in this diagonal, this guy's in this diagonal, etc. Alright, try that. Oh, pre-park error. Oh man, what are you doing? Let me try a different thing. They're kind of single use, so maybe I'll just rail them in. This would be southwest east. Yeah, that's how to do it. I suppose if this works, I can even come up with more restrictions. So let's just try that to start. I can get them packed in tighter if that worked. Because they're going to try... okay, I know what happened the first time. So they tried to angle to face the player, but then their assignments to block pads changed because they got into range of the other block pads. Let me see what happens this time, though. I'm just gonna get the scene view up so I can see what they're doing. Where are you at? Way over there? No. Oh, way the fuck up there. Okay. So I'll take my first step and I'll see what they do. They're locked in place. Cool. Yeah, I don't really understand their behavior here. Let me simplify this. You can let me. Okay, thank you. Okay, I don't know. Maybe this isn't a good idea. It feels like a lot of work for a very kind of cheesy moment. I don't know if I'm going to be able to control them so well that they stay in here. Could look at this as I need to do more AI work. Man, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of, even if I get it to work, it doesn't fit the story. Like, these things are supposed to be like creatures. They're not that intelligent. They just kind of do stupid shit. So I might be sour graping a bit, but I don't think I wanted them there anyways. That would be the sour graping. Forever. And the rails, and the rails. Oh. Move this in. Alright. So that's the way to the exit. And I can see that I made a pretty good puzzle there. It's worthy of a level exit, not anywhere close to a bonus challenge difficulty. Visually, I think this is a little underwhelming to have like just holes that boxes are thrown out of. So I don't know that I want to have huge amounts of this repeating pattern in the level, but a little bit more I can do. It could be interesting to let you walk all the way around this guy. putting spots here to have paths going out. This might be a cool place to put the bonus. That needs a little more room though. Undo, 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 undo. In fact, it might be fun to just have one of these guys and make all the puzzles be based on just him. Oops. Present goes here. Oh God, what do I feel like eating? Trying to remember the name of a restaurant. I'm texting my wife. Fave Kitchen. What else? Okay. So he will be firing out all four sides. Let's see. And then I have some ways out there, here. Take this out. I'll just keep this initial level a little simpler. Okay. So one thing is If I do the stuff with the axles, they have to be in between the point where the chucker's at and whatever I'm trying to protect. So if I use it to protect this, then I'd have to put an axle here and have a puzzle for that. It's not necessarily bad. This is probably the one location out of what I just laid out where I could do that without changing the layout. Could I make it so that the same axle could block either of these? It's looking like I could. Let's say north. If you get them from this side, you can block, you can push this around. You'll need, one thing I like about these axle puzzles is there's always like a part 2 to your action. You get onto this tower, you manipulate the axle the way you want it to be, and then you gotta get back off of it. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna be right back. If you're here, you can knock this that way. Thinking, what's the minimum I need to give them to move that thing? For example, I think that might work. No, because once you've got it facing this way, you need some area where you can keep pushing it this way to make it go here. Then also you need one more to make it go over there. Unless, oh yeah, do south too. due south. And you can just push it without worrying about getting on this platform. Okay, I'm starting to see a puzzle. I don't think I even need this whole thing. I'm gonna have to redo this bit. Here, all right, let's do a pillar. Pillar's kind of cool. Is that pillar 1x4? Is that what height I'm at? Dang it, don't move the offset. Also, snap. Okay, yeah, let's do pillar 1x1, just underneath of it. There we go. There's the thing, I can put one on the other side as well. It follows the same pattern. And there's a thing I can do. Yeah, well, I'm talking ahead of what I've actually planned out. Let me just look at this for a bit. So if this was like this, come down this way, you can't get past this one. Yeah, this one maybe I'll just delete. Okay. Over here I'm gonna need some spikes. These are definitely non-trivial to make, these levels. Okay, so what can I do? I can move this way. come back this way and close that off. Either way, I can close one or the other off. So over here, I could do a letter gate. Letter gate west. Okay, what word? Okay, you're facing east. What are good two-letter words? Let's do if. I don't know if I got the right direction. There it is. Okay. I think I know what I want to do. Well, this stuff I can get rid of. Let's just get rid of that. Okay, so what I'm picturing is a need to set up an axle such that two blocks that you push towards it will end up together spelling the word if. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go get my sweetie a soda. I'll be right back. Alright. Set an alarm on my clock for 8 p.m. so that I can order some food at that point in time. 1 hour and 21 minutes from now. Alright. Okay, I think I got a handle on this level. It's going to take a little while to get all ready and cleaned up and all that, but okay. So the idea is let's put 2 axles out here. It'd be just a little bit crazy. Okay. So if you come out here, let's see. Fling out here. A little bit tough to situate this second one over here. We'll make another platform off this way you can go to. So, okay, suppose you want this one to come out. Then you knock this over, flip over here, fling over here, I mean. Come back this way, knock this one out. Okay, then you come up this way. And you knock the block in the direction it needs to go. It's going to go out 1, 2, 3. One more. Okay, this should make it pretty clear. There's only one direction you can go on it. Let's go with the block pad. Small one. Will be I. So it means you've got to knock it off in this direction. Okay. Then down here, this other way you can go. It's actually a better puzzle if I reverse the order of the words. So I will have you do a little curly Q here. This also gives you the benefit of being able to see the other stuff that's around. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3. It's right up against this wall here. Okay, we'll go all the way up to there. I think this one should also be I think this one should be I. Instead of the other one. Okay, but also I need, okay, good. Oh. Okay, I've got it off by 1. This makes it harder. The puzzle will be that you have to set these spokes so that they catch the letters in the right points and then they drop straight down. Stop. Okay, so let's go ahead and repeat the same thing, but let's go the opposite direction. Okay, then I want some spikes down there to constrain what can be done. So this might play all the way through at this point, I'm not sure. Okay, so I also need spikes here so that he can reload his block, the chucker. Any place in the path where the block may fall, I need a spike in front of it and one extra one in case the player is caught in front of the block. So it's like 2 spikes. Pretty consistent kind of pattern that's needed. Okay. Cool. This thing here, I'm not sure how well I like it though. The trouble is, all you gotta do is walk the way you want to go and it blocks the chucker. There's no manipulation, there's no purposeful manipulation. You're just kind of coincidentally helping yourself out as you walk in the way that you want to go. But before I worry too much about that, let me see the rest of the puzzle. Like, that didn't work. Tricky figuring out where you're gonna land. Hey, Blondington. And like I was saying before, I don't like blind flings. So I probably want to establish something that's kind of like you can get to it. To leave this platform. I think if I go this way, yeah, I'm kind of screwed with that. Okay. So Blondington, add another game element. It's this guy that chucks blocks at you when you get in the path of it. So I was working on making some puzzles around this new element. Oh yeah, these things. Axles. They are fun. Okay, let me think this out a little bit better. Okay, so this is not that good right now because it just kind of automatically blocks off whichever thing you're trying to get to. I may just do the original design that I had. Let me get rid of the pillar. I got all kinds of advice on any and all subjects, even ones I'm a complete ignorant idiot about. Okay. Motivation though, like tell me how you're feeling. Like what's the thing where you slow down? I've got this. I can hop over here, knock it out there, and then it's over here. So I could, if I can get back onto this path, that'll allow me to continue pushing it this way. And once it's that way, I can jump in over here and knock it back around. Okay, so that's good. Let's see. Then there's getting off the platform. So suppose I go here, push it this way. Maybe just a rail right here. No, can't put a rail there. Yeah, I got you. Okay. So is it like the bugs that bother you? Like thinking about like it doesn't work and now I got to figure out how to make it work? Is that kind of thing? Is it? I'm trying to drill in a little bit. Like, what's the part that just makes you think, like, from your previous code experiences, not that again? Yeah, bugs. Okay, so there's a pattern that can sap your energy a little bit. And here's the pattern. You open up Unity, or whatever your environment is, and you get some shit to kind of work. And that's the fun part. Okay, that's another aspect. Okay, I'll finish up with this thought and I'll come back to that. So a pattern people go through is they get some shit working, and then that's sort of the fun part. But the part about like refining the details of it or debugging it is the part that is unenjoyable. I'm guessing that there's some parts of development that are kind of thrilling for you, and it's like a mixed bag. You've got the moments where, wow, your little dude, he's jumping around, it's awesome, then the bad moments where it's like, but I don't know like what I need to do to make him so that this problem where sometimes his collider doesn't detect surface. I don't know how to make that work, and then that's like the not fun part. So the concept is called technical debt. Is this idea that as you develop, you can accrue a debt, and that debt is like the more unpleasant tasks of making sure the code works in different situations or doesn't have bugs in it. And a trap that people fall into is they kind of rush ahead, sort of grabbing for those moments where it's fun to develop, but they don't spend enough time making everything have a solid foundation, so they don't pay off their debt as they go. So that's one thing, and it tends to be that if you keep on adding new things and not going back and fixing the old stuff gets harder and harder to fix. So I do a little bit of this technical debt stuff, but I start getting worried and feeling gross if there's too many bugs in what's called my backlog, because it means that it's going to be harder to fix these things because they're not in my head how they work. Or I add something else and an old bug is going to screw it up. So I guess one piece of advice is, if you make some new code and it does something cool, but you see like one or two things wrong with it, fix the bugs before you go on to adding new stuff. So that's one thing. Then there's the not knowing enough to do the stuff I want to do. I think I can understand that part. I do wonder if you're comparing your efforts a lot to like other games or other developers and saying like this game is way over here and I'm way down at the beginning and that's bothering you. I'm not sure how much your ego gets into it, but that's another problem sometimes people have. It's like there's all these awesome multi-million-dollar games out there you play, and then like you're working on your thing, it looks crappy compared to all that, But like those are experienced programmers with at least 5 years of experience, professional experience, and teams of 50 people and all that. Yeah. But this is the downside of the time that we live in compared to when I came up in the world with programming, is there's such a massive gap between what you can do as a developer starting out making a game and these multi-million-dollar teams of professionals. So whereas the games that I made when I was starting out where you're at were maybe 1/10 as good as like the professional games that were made, that wasn't because I was so awesome. It was just because there wasn't this massive gap in money and capabilities between the person starting out and the person who was a pro. It used to be back in the 80s that a typical professional game would have one or two programmers on it. Maybe an artist, maybe someone who wrote music. Like small, tiny teams, maybe 3 to 5 people for what was then a AAA game. Now it's like armies of people working on that game. Like a Marvel movie is similar in budget to something like Call of Duty, right? So this type of problem I'm not immune to it either. The way that I feel better about the work I do is I pick games that are not just like an indie version of a AAA game. I try to find some kind of thing to make that the world doesn't really have yet. And I might make like a, kind of a indie scale game, but if it's something that is a fair amount different, then it'll still make me happy to build it. Yeah, and there's economies of scale, and there's the tools and stuff that are available, and but the good thing though about where you're at now is like the tools that are available to you are so fucking good, and for free, and they're all there, and there's like all kinds of internet tutorials and everything, so it's a mixed bag. But in general, you can make better games than I could when I was starting out. Mine were like these kind of little text games, they weren't fun to. They weren't that fun, but now you've got a fair amount of power with all the tools available to you. You can still make cool games. You might think about like, what is the thing that would make it worthwhile for you? Like, what's your overall goal that you're going towards? Is it mastery of craft? Is it to release a game that entertains people? Is it to get to a point where you can make money from games? Those are three legitimate goals. They're quite a lot different from each other. For me, it was I wanted to make games that were fun to me and other people. I think that was the thing that drove me the most. I always pictured my game just being available and people playing it and liking it, and so yeah, that was the thing that always like pushed me forward. Other people, they really get into like, can I be like the next John Carmack or like the people that went and did things like Wolfenstein 3D. They would just find the very fringe of programming problems that people weren't really tackling and see if they could do something clever that nobody else had done before, technically. So if you can maybe clarify the goal that you're aiming for a little bit, not saying for me, for you, that might help motivate you a little bit. It also might help you think like, how would you get to that goal? So like if you said, I want to make games like the ones that I play and love. Okay. So then like you think like, what's the games that you love? And maybe it's like all AAA titles, and then you should be thinking in terms of gain the skills to participate on a team of other people that are funded to a level that can produce such a game. Yeah. Yeah, that's like a power of expressing your vision. That's pretty similar to my motivations. I say that thing about making a game that people will play, but there is a thing like you picture something in your mind and you can make it occur in reality, or at least in a computer reality. Yeah, that's worth a lot. But like I was saying, you might want to shape your goals. Like if you're thinking AAA quality, then you're gonna be so disappointed for such a long time. If you're thinking, I want to make a little man who can jump around with momentum and inertia and double jump, and it feels good when he does it, that's a pretty good goal. That's a pretty good goal that you could accomplish in 6 months. Like you could be an expert in making a little jumping man. There's all kinds of tutorials and stuff. There's existing code that you could look at how it works. But it's probably worth picking something that really represents your focus and zeroing in on that for a bit. A lot of these things, they crack open. A lot of these problems, they crack open, particularly if somebody has done it before. You can look at how they did it, and you can learn from their example. Like when I started out 2 years ago, I didn't know how to make a camera mover. So I just found some code that somebody else wrote. It took me like 1.5 years before I returned that code and properly understood how to make it work in the way that I wanted it to for my game. Alright, so I don't want to talk your ear off. I've got a habit of continuing to talk for a long time. Sorry about that. I know one thing that can make that a little bit better though. I can... Here. I will on my side. Actually, that's a good tip for me. If I go, I use this instead of the broadcast, the chat delay will not be nearly as bad. There was some way to create like an extra window that was separate. It used to work. They keep on changing these things around though. What's this? Users in chat, stream chat. Collapse. Well, dang 'em. They've fiddled around with it and now it doesn't have the same ability. But let's see. What if I... duplicate this tab. I can put it out here. There we go. You can't see the chat, but I can see the chat if it's... There we go. All right. Yeah, I think you gave me a good tip there, actually. Because I've been reading the chats off of the... You don't have to worry about it if you don't want to. No, it's cool. I've been reading the chats off the video broadcast, which I'm sure adds like 2 or 3 seconds to it. And now I've got it coming from the chat client. So that should help me in general. I just have to drag my browser window over a little bit so I can see it. Okay, so that's good. All right. Anyways, like I said, I end up over-advising with this asymmetrical communication. So if you got any like follow-up questions or thoughts, let me know and I'll do my best to respond to them. Okay, let me think. So this guy, you can knock it around this way. There has to be some way for you to get back over here. I could put a rail here. Yeah. Well summed up. Set reasonable goals that fit what you want to do long term, and debug as you go. Don't let that technical debt accrue on you. And the other thing is, you have to show me your demos when you get them done, or when you get some stuff to demo. Let's see. Okay, so this one is too close. Let's see. Where's my edge? There it is. Okay, cool. Okay, let's make one more edge loop. Okay. And make a weird little rail thing here to catch you. This thing is probably pretty close. These days 3D, but I'll tell you, there were some days when I was kind of irritated with 3D. Yeah, but I like 2D also. I guess if you're making a game that uses all three dimensions in 3D, there's also a lot of stuff you can do in 2D that ends up being easier in 3D because you don't have to make as many sprites for the different things, or all depends on the game. I think I might in the future experiment with more combinations of 2D and 3D together. I've seen some good stuff there that I liked a lot. 2D's got more style to it from the artist than I think 3D gets. Film, games, etc. Yeah, but when you say in general, then I end up thinking it depends. So if you're talking about animation in movies, I'm a huge fan of old school 2D cell animated stuff. Miyazaki, older Disney stuff. It's beautiful stylistically. In 3D stuff, there's some good 3D stuff, but Enter the Spider-Verse, I think that's what it's called, the Spider-Verse one. That one is just the most gorgeous 3D movie I've seen. It kind of made me rethink what you could do with 3D stylistically. But yeah, I don't like it when, like in a 3D animated movie, everything looks like a toy. Kind of gives me a gross feeling. But even then, like if you're watching Toy Story, then like they're all supposed to look like toys. I like a lot of old school special effects too. You see some really nice models and compared to CGI, or some monster special effects like American Werewolf in London, they've got this really complex transformation scene of human to werewolf. It's done with prosthetics and makeup. Looks gorgeous. It just beats the shit out of some CGI equivalent. So, yeah, I don't know. A lot of times 3D does end up looking a little bit cheap to me. Okay, rail west east, southwest east. Give them a little rail to drop into. Okay, so you can come down here, you can knock this that way. You can get back off over here. Do I need both of them? I don't know if I do. I'm going to try it out. Let's see how it works. Yeah, it's not really my my genre of game, but have you seen Cuphead? They've got like this sort of Warner Brothers cartoon look to it. It's really silly and interesting to me. Yeah, it's just crazy. Oh man, it's blocked off. Okay. It's gonna be blocked off down here too. Yeah, I'm not like a big shooter type person or boss fights or, you know, but visually it looks fantastic to me. And it's definitely a good example of 2D style beating 3D. But then I love sort of the draftsman like the drafting quality of 3D in games like Manifold Garden or well, I suppose my game, but just kind of seeing detailed views of things. Yeah, let's see. So this needs to. So I come out this way, knock it that way. I can go down here, get back out. If this is over here, then I need a similar thing on this side. Okay. So let's take this and move it out one. Jeez, come on. Select. Yeah, the music sounded awesome too. That's just me being late reply to your chat. That's not the chat delay. Okay, if I'm going to do that, let's be consistent and use that same kind of rail. Okay, rail north, south, east. Alright, it'd be great if this worked. Let me see if it works. I just want to see a working puzzle. And then I will make refinements. I've got the exit puzzle working. Yeah. I mean, I guess the only one like that which I've enjoyed is Minecraft. Stupid height map.
It's not quite the same thing as what you're talking about, maybe. I remember playing, what was it? Is that Bethesda one? We were out in the nuclear wilderness. Why am I forgetting the name of it? Fallout. And I spent like, a half hour or so in the bunker learning about my family down there and training by shooting rats and stuff. And then I finally got outside of the bunker for the first time. And I was like, oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I love it. I just want to explore. And then somebody started shooting at me, and the fun was over. It's like, why you gotta shoot at me? I just want to walk around on top of this hill and just see things. I don't know. I like maybe exploration more than I do combat. Okay, so there I can get this guy. Either way. That's pretty good. Okay, this allows me to go get that one. I also need some kind of catch point to come back from going over there. Let's figure out the catch point for that. So if you're here and you want to get back to over here, then okay, let's do real northwest, I think. Okay, and maybe just to be nice, I'll give them one more square as a catch point. Okay. Probably that will not pick up on the height map. Let's just try it though. Oh, I picked up. Cool. Okay. I do want to start this spoke out over here, but for now it's good. Let's see if I can work the bonus puzzle. Okay, so F, I want to come up over there. Fuck. Okay. Need more catch points. Okay. Nonsense. Okay, move this guy. Well, remember it. Move him east. Cool. Let's see, I got the F in the wrong spot, maybe. Gotta think about this one. I think it's not possible the way I laid it out. But let me do phi, and later on I can reverse the order. Okay, so here and switch these. Dang it. I think I just went through this gap here. If I would have came down a little bit lower, it would have been fine. Okay. So, I could get there if I moved this platform, or if I extend it a little bit further south, and then I would be able to go through the right way. Okay, what else did I see? Oh yeah, these two, I have to switch them. So let's make this. Oh, I thought of something slightly tricky. I can swap the two blocks around here. That way you'll spend maybe too much time thinking about this. It's a little bit tricky, but the player will think they can't solve it because F is up here and I is over here. But once they destroy the blocks, they'll be swapped around into the solvable locations. It's a bit of a dirty trick, but this is starting to get later in the game. The puzzles are meant to be harder. Thanks, Plunnington. Good luck with your efforts. Okay, so what else over here though? Okay, let's see if I can solve it. Yeah, I think I just swapped them just now. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so I want F down below. Save. Preprocess. Come on. This is looking pretty close. It's about time to case it up, I think. Let's see, so I need...
time to case it up. Circuitry, let's do circuitry. I haven't done much of circuitry. I think it looks good. Okay. So I think I'll just drop a ton of walls in areas I know don't that won't interfere with anything. I'll just fill in all this area so it's not just a giant spike fest. Oh man, is that going to be crazy? Wow, that might be kind of crazy. Oh, just let me see what that looks like. It's too much. It's way too much.
a different texture. Way too much going on there. I'm probably trying a little too hard. I want to like that, but I don't. I do not like it. That's interesting. A bit creepy. It might work. All right. So let's get in the rest of this stuff. Okay, I gotta be careful I don't mess up these routes. Okay, all the F and I should be able to go this way. So don't mess that up. I'm liking less and less the cheap little trick I did with INF being switched around, so I'm going to fix that in a second. In about 5 minutes, the session is going to end because I'm going to end up ordering some food, and I kind of don't want to hassle with the stream and incoming food at the same time.
Alright, if anyone's still on, I'm about ready to shut down the stream. If you're lurking, it's okay. I like lurkers too. I'm often a lurker myself. Whoever you are, whoever hears this at whatever time, have a good day, night, evening, or afternoon. I will catch you later. Stopping the stream.